It's been a really long time since I've just done one brand review out of all the things that I've tried from Mod Beauty. These are the best and worst in my opinion. I do have quite a few products that I've tried from them. Lip, mascara, all the things. So I'm going to apply them to my face and share with you my very honest thoughts as I usually do over here. If you like that kind of thing, let me know and hit the like button, subscribe if you aren't already. I've tried thousands of products so you have a better idea of what to buy and what not to buy. Granted, it's just my opinion, so I would love to know as I'm going through them what you think. Just leave it in the comments below. I should probably put my hair up. I just washed it. It's very happy. Ow, that was intense. It's a very weird look, but we're just gonna go with it. And you can see flyaways because I just blew it dry, but we're friends here. I'm going to kick this off with their cream foundation. I've reviewed it over here. Links to everything I mentioned will be below, and what I love to do with this foundation is add a drop of very lightweight oil. Something as light as a jojoba or a chia seed oil sometimes is really light enough to do it. Then I just take my brush, this is a new one from BK Beauty that I'm trying out that they sent over, press it into the palette like so. You don't need a lot of this, and then you can swipe, but I find dabbing it into skin does the trick. I did put a little bit of concealer on before this because I don't have a concealer from them and I needed it. This is one of the products I liked. So I think this is impressive for a number of reasons. I rarely like cream foundations like this, but I think it's because I found the oil trick, so I'm going back and retesting the foundation sticks that I've tried and stuff like that. But this provides really strong coverage with very little product. Just compared to that. It's impressive. And it wears pretty well throughout the day. I could pull this up and do concealer, evening out under the eye. Just depends on the shade that you have. If you're somebody with naturally oily skin, you have a little redness, you want some evening out, but you don't want the heavier weight of a foundation, like a liquid foundation, you're not looking for dewiness, but this is more of a natural finish, then this could be something that you really like. And depending on your skin type, you really might not need the oil. Something else too, if you don't want to use it as an under eye concealer, it's really good. Like I don't know if you have this, but I have transparency here, so I can use something like this on top and it's not heavy, so I'm not going to see instant creasing from it. It's just going to help create a blank canvas. And I don't really need to even set this either, so it's kind of a win-win-win. It's a really great product. It's not on Britt's picks right now, but I am a fan of it. And I will say also, it lets the natural dewiness of the skin show through. Full review, demo, wear test, up close, natural, all that stuff is going to be on the scorecard, so you can check it out there. I don't want to do all my favorites up front, but anyway. So I'm going to go into this palette. I know that their packaging is now biodegradable. Just FYI, don't put it in a plastic trash bag if it's biodegradable, or else it can't escape. I know it sounds basic, but I had this epiphany a long time ago, so I'm not judging you. I'm just sharing the thought process that I had. Anyway, I have the powder blush, highlighter, bronzer, and the cake eyeliner, as well as the eyeshadows. So I have a bunch of different eyeshadows here. I will list the colors that I have. I'm going in with the taupe shade. I've really just been liking this a lot more as an everyday neutral. And as you can see, the payoff is pretty strong. It's not, whoa, glam, strong. I think you can get there. I'm not putting a lot on. I'm not packing a ton on the brush. Maybe there's a way to wet it and you can like play with that a little bit. But it does show up for sure. And I like their matte shades. I have a shimmer shade here. It's not super shimmery. There's no glitter. I'll just put it on the outside. I know it's going to be tricky to see, but you can see that pigment immediately. I like it. I just find these to not wear as well for me throughout the day. I wouldn't say that they vanish, but they're not sticking around as much as I think I would like, which is why I don't always reach back. However, there is a matte navy color in here that I've yet to really dive into, so it could change by shade, but for the ones that I have used a bit more, I like them. I think they're great. I think it's a good option, but I do feel like I would need to play with the shadows a bit more to see if I can get that staying power that I want. If you figured that out, let me know. So that's like a medium. Good. Not in love, but good. Next, the bronzer. I just am not a fan of their bronzer. I don't know, it doesn't, here, we'll apply it. You know what, I'm gonna try a new brush. This is another BK brush. I wish they told me what these did on the brush, like the Sigma brushes tell you. Probably using this for something I shouldn't be, but seems like this shape would be a nice option for a bronzer. So right, the payoff is there. It reminds me of the Lily Lolo. I love that this is incredibly sustainable packaging. I think what it is sometimes with powder bronzers when I apply them, like the Alima Pure, it sort of melts and spreads in. It does something, it's very hard to describe, but if you've tried way too many, then you kind of get a sense of it. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, maybe I just need to revisit it. The truth is I don't reach for it all the time, and I can't put my finger quite on why. Also, middle of the road, not bad. Would I be sad if this is the only bronzer that I had to use? No, not at all. It's just I've tried too many. I'm warped. I have a very warped perspective. It does blend out nicely though. I will give it that. Now I'm just going bronzer crazy. This is a lot of bronzer. When you leave me to my own devices, I'm going to apply more bronzer. It's just who I am. I'm going to use the same brush for the highlighter. I like the highlighter, but I've been using cream highlighters more, so I think I would really like to try their cream highlight. This is a nice one. I found the milling on this to not be as sheer as I usually like. Something that I would think of, even though it's full of plastic and I don't recommend it for that, the RMS Luminizing Powders. There's something about those powders. I don't know if it's the mill or what, but they're real good. This I can see a little bit on top of the skin, and I put very, very little on. So another one that I'm like, okay. There are more positive ones, I promise. You guys know I'm not gonna lie. And again, it's my experience, so you tell me what I love, you may not love, and what I can't stand, you may be like, that's my holy grail. Works pretty well under the brow as well. I like it. Okay, here's one that I love. The Cake Liner. This is one of my favorites. Very easy to work with, very forgiving. You just need an angled brush. You don't have to be a makeup artist to do this. Obviously I am not. And I just swipe it out and get that wing. It's also a little bit easier because you can make a little bit of a mistake and it's soft enough that you can zhuzh it. This just kind of blends easily, but gives really strong pigment and holds really nicely. There are ways to really pack this on so it sticks around. I could wet the brush, I could press more than I'm swiping. I've tried a bunch of different things with that, and I'm always really happy with the way that liner performs. One thing I probably will not put on because it drives me crazy, this mascara, it's refillable. I love that for them. I love that for the earth. There's some sort of technology in here that curls the lashes. Great, we love that. However, it didn't stop curling the lashes on me, it just kept curling. So I'm using Caloray right now because I can't use the Mob mascara at the moment. It just does not do normal things on my lashes. It makes them look almost like a cartoon character lash. And I don't know if that's just me. I've tried it a million times and it's a no for me. There you go. Love a Caloray moment. Wish I had a refillable that I really liked. I used to like the Cure Weiss. It has since fallen off the list. Sad, but true. Let's talk about their powder blush. I got this in a brick red. Listen, I don't know what was going on with me at that point. I just, evidently I was into the darker cherry shades. I've since gone towards peaches, but I'll apply it just so you can see the pigment is really nice here. It applies very easily. It sinks into the skin. It's not looking cakey. I like it. I just don't like this shade, so I have to get new shades. But that does not mean that that is a worst of. This is just, I picked an interesting shade. So the blush, now that I'm using it, Sometimes it just takes pulling these things back out and putting them on your table. Do you know what I mean? We forget that they're there. I sort of forgot that this was there, and now I think I might like the blush. So I think that's gonna be a win. Real-time change. What do you guys think? I kind of like it. It's kind of subtle-ish. I don't know. The last one that I want to mention, which doesn't seem to get a lot of attention from them, but it is the lipstick. They have a lip balm as well that I really like. I have that in a red shade, which is sort of a wash, like a cherry wash. This is one of my favorite lipsticks. I love it. I've worn it a ton. It should probably get onto Britt's picks. It's like an honorary member at this point. And I love the shades that they offer. It lasts, it feels great, it doesn't smell weird. It's silky but creamy, so it's not heavy. If there's a breeze, my hair's not gonna stick to it. This is definitely one of the winners. I just love this so much that I haven't tried another shade, which goes back to the whole like refill question, but I'm really, really enjoying it. I know that they have a new powder as well. I haven't tried it yet. If they send it to me, happy to try it out. Same with the creams. I haven't tried those out. I've just had a lot of other things on my plate. So if they send it, great. That's it. Whoa. That is a full face of Mob Beauty. What I liked, what I didn't love so much. And if you want to see what I would pick instead, you can always go to my Britt's Picks. I have the top 20 up right now. I'm working on an extended version of that. Or you can search my YouTube channel for Mob Beauty and you will see other reviews about the brand. Have an amazing rest of your weekend, and I'll see you right back here real soon. Bye.